Okay,
Hi everyone.
welcome back to the third session.
Third and final,
Yes.
maybe not final forever, but final for now.
Final for Eshki. Dragonclaw, my Timor deck in focus. You've seen the previous sessions. Interesting matchups against Kellen and Lumra.
Yeah, some wins, some losses.
Exactly. So far I think I could show some cards and what the deck is capable of. Quite simple beatdown plan. On the other hand, we have your favorite card or one of your favorite commanders back then.
I think my favorite commander of the past.
Yes.
Likely not good enough anymore after the partner rules change. Just because it's good on the battlefield, but not really anywhere else. Not in any other aspect. It doesn't provide card advantage. It doesn't do any of these things.
Plus, it needs setup.
Plus, it needs a lot of setup to be good on the battlefield. And if you commit your deck to doing that, then you're playing worse cards overall. So, complicated card to play. And I used to have a deck that I really enjoyed playing with it. But that was reliant on playing Akiri and playing Thrasios together. And, being able to use the card advantage from Thrasios to kind of... And you have Akiri that's good on the battlefield, and Thrasios that lets you kind of compensate for ramping with talismans. That was a plan that I really enjoyed playing, and now we have seen Akiri come off the ban list, which I think is fair, and we've also seen on MTG Top 8 that the deck has not.
Some finishes, but it's not like a tremendous impact on the
big
metagame.
tournament finishes, no overwhelming performances.
Yes.
Just an okay deck that I think probably will just be forgotten over time because it's not quite strong enough anymore.
But we thought, it's since end of January that Akiri is released, and yet we haven't
showed it off yet, partly because I was meaning to test it. I was hoping that I might find a list or build a list myself that I wanted to play, that I would have enjoyed playing, but haven't really got there. Hasn't been anything that was like, okay, yeah, I want to test this. And now we're showing off a sort of mid-range control pile to play against another
mid-range
pile.
Yes.
And we'll see how that goes. I hope we can show off some cool lines. Basically, it's 4-color good stuff with a couple of artifacts in the mix. And we'll see how that goes.
Yes. But first, we have to decide.
Yes.
Who is going to start?
Yeah.
The Rock Lobster is going to start.
Yeah, and I think...
It would be important that I start here.
I don't know how big the discrepancy is.
I mean, starting the game is always better, but we will resolve mulligans and get back.
Yes.
Okay.
We have resolved mulligans.
Yep, back to the first game.
I will be starting, and I will start us off with a Tundra and an Esper Sentinel.
That's not a bad card, shall we say. Alright, I will continue with a Tiger into a Lanovar Elf. Or Lanovar Elves, since there are a couple of archers.
Yeah.
Hunting for whatever.
They make mana. Maybe they're hunting for berries with their bows and arrows.
Yeah. I still think this is the coolest artwork from all of them.
I like the ones that I have, the promo ones.
Of course.
And I like the OG artwork as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool ladder up.
Yeah.
I think
I personally don't like the OG artwork at all.
With the bamboo on it, the secret layer one.
I don't know which one
Okay.
you're talking about, but there might be some bamboo one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and you've got no cards for me to draw with the Esper.
No, I don't.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Sorry, mate.
All right,
I'm sorry.
draw. I think I will shock myself and bolt the bird.
That's... I don't like that.
And then attack for 1.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Next up. what I will do is play a land, play Stifle, I'm not sure. I think you don't. I will go for a Survey land.
Okay. Got another bird that needs bolting.
I'm gonna mill the bird, actually.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, untap, draw. These are not the draws we're looking for. I will surveil.
Yes.
That's fine. Cast an Akiri.
Yep.
And attack for 1.
Yep.
Your turn.
Three cards in hand.
4 cards in hand.
4 cards in hand. It's time for me to cast a Fury.
Okay.
Get rid of your people. Passing your turn.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. And as much as it hurts, I think I just have to recast an 0-3 Akiri and pass the turn.
I like to hear that. I would like to cast my commander.
That's fine.
I have a bauble.
Yep.
Beginning of combat.
Yep.
I can resolve my trigger. That's great. Passing the turn.
I'll draw. Okay, I think we like this. I'll play a land.
Yes.
I'll play a, sorry, like this. An Emperor of Bones.
Oh, gosh.
Go to combat, take your Fury, and pass the turn.
And you pass the turn.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've got 6 toughness, not 4.
I would like to look at the top of your
Yeah.
library. Okay. Draw a card for this. Draw another card. Do I want to do this? I think I don't. Pass the turn.
Okay, end of turn, I'll fetch.
Yep. Good for me.
Yes. Untap, draw. Play another land. And that's so bad. That's so bad.
We're both having fun right now,
Yes.
I can tell you. If you could peek on my handmade, I can tell you it's quite frustrating, but let's see.
Yeah, I think I can attack with the Emperor, right? Unless you have something. If you don't block. No, okay, I think I just have to pass.
I think so too, but I might be wrong. It feels so frustrating right now.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Okay, well, I can fetch for my last remaining Surveil land with this. Maybe I find something. Maybe.
I wish I'd have another surveillance available.
Been a very long time since I've seen a situation on both sides where
No one is
able to really cast spells or do something.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the absolute exception in modern Magic of that happening. And I mean, that used to be kind of the upside of why we used to be able to play partner decks. You have pretty bad commanders, but in the case where you're flooding, you can cast both of them and sometimes trade resources with them and then cast them again.
I mean, if you could make use of Silas, you could even get back your Esper Sentinel, for example, which would be like a better use case than just
Death Touch blocker. But I mean, maybe it was incorrect to play the Akiri in the beginning, but it was a 1/3 then, and I have a Surveil.
Yep.
And I see a Watery Grave, put that to the graveyard, and then draw for turn. That's an okay draw.
That's a pretty good draw,
Fable.
I would say.
So we don't have the correct Fable token.
Here. No.
But it's a 2/2 with Japanese writing on it.
That's right.
We'll have to do.
Yeah.
And then I'll play a land.
I would like to fetch. May I fetch?
You may.
Great.
Do you said you play one surveil land, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. 2 cards in hand, right?
2 cards in hand.
Okay. So draw for turn.
Laelia. Poor. You have how many cards in hand? 4?
Yes.
I think I will respond to the Laelia with a subtlety.
A subtlety.
So this could go very badly. I've forgotten my Emperor trigger for like 3 combats now.
Yes.
Thanks for reminding me.
I forgot it too, sorry. Well, I think it goes on top.
Okay.
And I have a Ren and 6.
Okay.
Since it's going to die next turn, I mean, I can wait with that, right? I can go for combat.
Yep.
Upgrade my commander, draw a card, and then you can't go for a Fury now, so I can safely attack here.
So I'll take
8.
8. Do I take 8? Or do I block with Akiri? No, I think I have to take 8. 7.
And then I deal 1 more to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. So this card has been... Oh, I have to draw first. Draw for turn. This goes up. I discarded Chain Lightning, which I've had in hand for a couple of turns now. That would have been...
You can use it too.
But you've been able to copy it twice the whole time. So, yeah, I draw, discard 2, draw 2. So we go 1, 2. Drown and lock.
Trigger.
Pay for ward.
Is it... What was it?
CMC.
CMC, not power. That's unfortunate.
Okay.
But yeah, it does resolve.
Play Skull Clamp. Equip Skull Clamp to Akiri. Activate Emperor. 4 damage.
Yep.
And then you're at 15, so this is 2, 6, 6, so 12, 15.
Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the backswing, we managed to get it.
Ah!
Very awkward game.
Again, you forgot your trigger, by the way. But
Well, it doesn't change anything now.
yeah, that's right. If you have leaf on it.
And if I hadn't forgotten it and I would have kept taxing your graveyard, then my Drown in the Lock wouldn't have killed your...
I had that's true. I had the Shifting Woodlands in hand all the time. I was like, at some point it was like, wait, I think you forgot some triggers because there was an artifact still in and it was always close.
Yeah.
Fury was the only good target from the beginning, but you took it away. Over to game 2.
Good.
Okay.
Back again.
Back again.
We are both not quite
Happy with the mulligans.
happy with the mulligans and happy with our decks.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't.
The sacrifices we make for you guys.
Exactly.
We're happy to do it, but sometimes it hurts.
I just had to put down. You know, like back then when Bitcoin was affordable, people could play like Hooting Mandrills. Good old times. And
Yeah. Pitchlands got reprinted. We got to play Treasure Cruise. For,
Yeah.
I don't know how long was Treasure Cruise legally in Duel Commander? Probably like a month.
Not so long, yeah. Okay, let's start with a Scalding Tarn and a Wild Grove.
Fuck.
I hope.
No mental misstep here.
I'm so lucky. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw and play the card that I was talking about before we started recording, or before we started rolling. A card good with Tolarian Academy.
Yeah, true. Really good with the Laren Academy.
But other than that,
Quite slow to be fair.
not that good.
Yeah.
Maybe I managed to find a Breya this game
Yeah?
and get to turn her 1/1s into...
Draw for turn?
Yeah.
Ooh. So I can... Actually, I had a different line of play, but... I think I will still go for that, I guess. Yeah. For 2, I have a Wren and 6.
Oh, that can undo a mulligan very quickly.
Yeah, which brings back the Skellington and then have an Arbor Elf.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I have to...
Which is quite good in combination with the Wild Growth, right?
Yeah. I think I'll play a Bloodstain Mire
Yes.
and pass the turn.
Okay.
Do I? Sorry.
But you know, I'm happy. I played my Avimaya course.
You've had an incredibly powerful start on the play, so there's nothing to complain about here.
Yeah.
Even if you had to mulligan once or twice. No complaining, please.
I was just saying I'm happy that I can play this card again.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I like the artwork.
I think I have to fight on that Exodus. Yeah, your turn.
So, if you have a Drown in a Lock. If you have a Drown in a Lock, you have a Drown in a Lock, right?
It's very bad here.
That's true. I will go for 4 mana. Fetch. Then 1 red floating, Cosmic Commander.
Yep.
Gutshot you for 1. For the 1 red.
Take 1 and take another one. Fetch. Sorry, I have to check what I'm getting. I think it's a scrubland.
So Eshki is probably roasted here.
Yeah, and then when you try to go to combat, I will try to Fatal Push.
Paying for the ward, I assume. Yep. That's unfortunate. Second main, lose a life. No, will I? No, I think I will not. I will simply uptick and get back my Scalding Tarn.
Yep.
Passing your turn.
Tap, draw. I will play an Ajani and get a token and pass the turn.
Ajani. That's cool. I like it. Okay, I will start by casting an Oko.
Oko's pretty good.
The more planeswalkers, the better. I will Elk Ajani.
Okay.
And then I will probably ping your token.
Okay.
Then I have a Boreal Druid. And I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will Enlighten Tutor at the end of the turn. Yeah, I mean, not much else to get.
Yep, true.
this on top. Untap, draw, play land, trigger, and cast the P-Wave. No stub.
I don't have a stub.
Then if you just cast Eshki, if you have another 0, it's pretty unlikely. So 3, and then attack Renin 6.
So
I take these two.
Those two, yeah.
Yeah.
This goes down to 1.
Then it's your turn.
I will fetch end of turn. Trigger.
Yep.
I think I will
Keep it.
keep it on top, exactly. Draw a card. Uptick.
Yep.
And uptick for a nice food token. So that's the fact hot dog. It's not a hot dog, just a sausage. I will fetch.
Yep. Just like
I think on the
left
long run, you just, if you get like a window, you know, like in the first game, like Emperor doing some shenanigans, pushing a lot of damage in a single turn,
Yeah.
can be dangerous.
Yeah, it might be true.
That's why I think. So if that's the case, yeah, but I think that's all right. Have a monstrosity. Go for Comet.
Yep.
Trigger?
Yep.
A snap. Where do you laugh?
No, you'll see.
I will see. Okay. Yeah. Against indestructible and +2/+2.
Yeah.
Second main, I will cast a Flare of Cultivation.
Yeah. You've played a land, so
Yeah.
1 in hand.
This and 1 in hand. I'm happy I got to cast a couple of cool cards.
Yep.
Then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap.
Trigger first. Yeah.
Then draw for turn. Then uptick. So actually, I think I'll do it like this. I'll play a land. And play a Pyroglyph. So with the Pyroglyph, I will kill the monstrosity.
Only instant and land?
It's instant land and sorcery.
And now sorcery.
Yeah, that's why, because you milled the instant, which we've already got 3 of in the graveyard.
True.
So we have a 3-power Goyf, and with my 3/3 Ajani, attack the Renin 6.
And then it grows in power again.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Like this. Zack, zack. Draw a card. I will most likely just recast my commander. And I think I have to tack down the Pyroglyph. Do I? I mean, it's 4. I'm on 14. Maybe not. I will create a...
Elk the food.
I will elk the food, exactly.
Okay.
So now it's a elkish sausage. Weird archetype.
Okay. End of turn. I will eat both of my creatures with the P-Wave.
I thought so.
And untap. Upkeep.
Comes back, yeah.
This goes, then I will shoot 5 damage at your commander.
Trigger?
Pay.
Yep.
Yep, pay. Then draw for turn.
Yep.
Trigger. I will
Likely make a construct.
make a construct. Can you? It's probably up here. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I will equip the cat token.
Yeah.
Flip the Ajani.
Draw 2 cards first, right? Oh, you can stack it however you like.
Draw 2 cards. Play a land. And 0 the Ajani.
Yep.
And then shoot 3 damage at
My token.
token. And I can keep clamping later, so I will clamp this one for now. And pass the turn.
What did you clamp now? Because you...
Oh, sorry, that's the...
Okay. Yeah.
The Goyf is 5 power? 5 power.
Yeah, probably.
Enchantment, instant sorcery, creature, planeswalker. Yep.
Draw for turn?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I can't steal any of your creature. Stealing the cat warrior doesn't make any sense.
The construct gets pretty small. Oh, the construct dies? If you take it, does it?
I can't take it because it has to be power 3 or less.
Power 3 is
By the time the ability resolves. Then.
No, I thought it was.
No. So
Mana costs 3 or less.
can't steal the Pyroglyph either. I mean, yeah, we can. So cannot even. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cast Eshki.
Resolves.
Then maybe Elk my Boreal Druid.
Okay.
Might be a line, but as I said, I have a Botanical Sanctum passing the turn.
Okay. No non-creatures.
No, unfortunately not. Okay. If this one grows, might have a chance, but I doubt it.
Draw for turn.
Because now you activate this, then you have 4 creatures, you get rid of her, now you have a constant chain of getting rid of my creatures.
Yep.
You attack, I'm forced to block, so I think it's GG.
Yeah, I have a land, and I have a drown.
Yeah, that's even better.
For that, I can
water trigger.
pay. Then I get to... That deals 4, so yeah, I 0 again, make another cat warrior, shoot the druid.
Yeah. You can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for 10.
Yeah, so I will...
For 12, actually.
So this has 6 power.
Yeah. So 13.
I will...
Why does it have 6? 1, 2, 3? 4. Here's another one. Yeah,
so
yeah, true.
5 and then +1 from the clamp.
Yeah.
6.
So 6, 5. It's 13. 1 damage short.
Yeah, then I'll demonic tutor for lightning bolt.
Fair enough. GG.
GG.
Okay. Despite having quite a good start here, you had the turnaround.
Yeah.
With P-Wave.
Parallax Wave is...
It's such a stupid card. I mean, we talked about it in the ban update with Flavian and Nicolas.
Yep. It's a card that it's ever present in the format. It's one of those staples that have been around forever.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's just getting better and better because so many of you have the Pyroglyphs, you have the Ajanis, you have all these cards that
You have many cards on your side to abuse ETBs again.
Yep.
And
The
aspect of having a one-sided board wipe is super, like a very delayed one-sided board wipe is super relevant most often.
Yep. And it's very rare that you have boards where being able to exile 5 creatures or 4 creatures and keep them away for a turn is not good.
Right.
So like barely ever is it going to be that you have like the opponent has 6 creatures on board and you only have 1.
Yeah.
It's more going to be like 2 here, 4 here, something like that, and then you play your Parallax Wave. You get to take all the good ones, leave them with their 1/1 tokens and their 2/1 tokens and start attacking. And if they want to kill anything on your side, you can P-wave it, get it back, get another trigger when that comes back. All these aspects of it, it's such a strong card.
Most often too strong. And then you have those decks like Thalia that abuse it even further.
Yes.
In combination with Containment Priest and stuff. And it's people say, oh, it's a 2-card combo. Yeah, but it's not really hard to assemble the 2-card combo, to be fair.
And it's not like either of those cards, maybe Containment Priest, but it's not like either of those cards are bad on their own. It's just kind of like, oh, I have these 2 cards together and they're really strong.
I mean, Containment Priest is not bad with Thalia because it synergizes with Thalia very well, right? You never get to resolve any creature card. Like, you get to resolve them, but they won't stick to the battlefield.
And Parallax Wave is never bad. So.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I mean...
Cool.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I tried to show some cool games with Eshki. I think we showed some cool games. Yes. I was flooded in the first one. The first matchup was, not the matchup, the first game we played in this matchup was quite awkward on both sides. Yep. We both had way too many lines, but that's how it goes sometimes.
It's been a long time. We were talking about it between the games. It's been a long time since we've managed to, since a game like that has happened. Yeah, exactly. Usually one player is struggling and the other one is very clearly in the lead, or the other way around, where it's rare that it happens on both sides, where this kind of, because we've talked about it a couple of times, it feels like tempo is getting ever more important in Duel Commander, and that is happening here as well. And this was a game where tempo didn't really matter. Yeah. Where what mattered was drawing cards to play and kind of getting some value lines, and then when we finally managed to commit to the board, and then I had that line of being able to kill Eshki, and then I win the game, that's pretty rare that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in as always. There will be more Timor action in the future. I'm very certain about that because there are a bunch of Timor cards coming out all over again.
Yep.
We're not yet sure what is the next focus session. We will play at the tournament in Strasbourg, the next one, end of April. Definitely have some tournament content from that event.
Yep.
And then there is also in June our German event again. So there are a couple of things ahead.
Coming up.
And there's definitely some. We will also have to check with Final Fantasies. I'm not sure if this is the next.
I have no idea when that.
Yeah, me neither. It's in the middle of the year, but still, there are so many new cards already on the horizon. Yep. Like we just got a new set, and
we're still excited to play some cards in it that we haven't. The set came out at the time of recording. 2 days ago.
Exactly.
And.
That's why we don't have all the cards. I mean, we have some cards, but not all the cards.
Yeah, I managed to pull that one out of a collector booster.
Yeah, that's really good.
And
we want to experiment. We want to have a look at Tiamat. We want to have a look at Ur-Dragon because so many dragons. And like Samuel said that in the review that the enchantment has potential for Tiamat.
Yep.
And so we want to have a look at this. Set and how it influences our deck choice and like overall what we can do with it. And Wizards is already still pushing new things.
More stuff coming and
Okay, that was a long outro. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching.
See you in the next video.
See you next time.